Hello everyone. Captain's log, stardate 2.1. We are in the second day of our RPG game called 1444. We are Erzurum, tribal chief of Chief Kilik Arsan of Al-Kolonial Tribal Federation. In the end, our country will be made of all those provinces, except of those that we already have. So we'll have around 20 provinces. We're starting as a Shia country with 2 other Shias and probably something here that should be Shia. It is very important because there is some kind of mechanic called Caliphate. So in order to become Caliph of the Islamic world and do some crazy stuff like gathering fees from everyone, declaring jihad, getting how to call it, tribute from everyone. You can do all those kinds of things. You can impose embargo and exclude some countries, even Islamic countries, from trade or trade agreement. In general, Caliph is very powerful. So this guy here, he's called interesting. Is he banned? Oh my, oh my, he's banned. Not sure why. So this guy was supposed to be our administrator, Turk, but I think they banned him somehow. Right, whatever, man. Right, so we were starting with these Orthodox countries here in the east. In general, we will cover, I think. Switch off names, please. Betro. Oh my god. Okay, here. Switch off names, please. My god. Double names. Anyway, so we have whole Europe, North Africa, Middle East. I think my eastern countries are finishing somewhere here. Then we have Asia Central with all this horde mechanic. India, China, some guys here. And I think a couple of guys will join us as Americans, so they will be resisting colonization from the Western Europe. Maybe even Turkey, Ottomans or other Islamic countries will try the colonization in the New World. Because I lately watched the video on YouTube about why the Ottomans were not colonizing New World. It was mostly because they couldn't get a grasp on Morocco, a nice port leading to the New World, plus the resources were spent on Indian Ocean to fight Portuguese and Spanish and others who were trying to get monopoly in this country, in these towns here. Right, so what we do is we can wait for our great administrator to empty those countries, or we can just attack them. But to attack them we need cavalry, and cavalry is produced now. You see, we have some problems with food right now because our economy is not used to having such a problems with everything. We can try to trade something, I guess, but still that is not enough to help us. We have a lot of iron, because I'm betting the iron will be more expensive than wood. And as we see, wood is for 4.7, while iron is for 5.5. We're also betting that oil will be expensive. That's why we want to go for this country first. This is nice lead, because we can move all army in one stack, take oil straight away and 2 food provinces, while attacking those. That guy will leave us vulnerable on at least 3 areas, possibly 4 if they attack us, and we don't want that. We want to make plus there is only 2 food here and no oil. We already have a lot of energy, so we are only focused on food and oil. And this is what we want, plus there is a capital, and we are taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces, so it's around 50 people to kill, while beautiful Tehran guy will take those double provinces in the south. Yep. In general, this looks like that. We'll see how it goes. Not too much going on around because you don't have money or possibilities to build anything. It's just day one, remember that. Soon we'll be starting to write some articles. But first, one land swap. You can see people fighting everywhere. Fighting. Let's see how the wars go. War. Yep. Oh, they are fighting. Oh my god. Bloody fights. Well, bloody. A lot of people are dying. Everywhere. Well, we'll save our troops if we can. But I won't be waiting too long. First scavs, we go in. We'll just wait for Turk to clean that. Hopefully, at some point, somewhere in the future. So yeah, the thing is, the Caliphate and its mechanic. Turk wants to be the Caliph because he's Ottoman. That guy from Mameluks wants also to be a Caliph. But the mechanic is that you need the votes from all Islamic world, and you need to have the bigger half of Shia voices and over half of voices from the Shia and the second guys and from Sunni. Yeah, so we have a lot of Sunnis everywhere, but you have only 3 Shia countries. So me being one of the Shia means that I can influence the way how the Caliph is chosen. And it will be probably much easier for me to become Caliph when I sway public opinion of the Sunni countries for myself and at least one of the Shia countries, and for them to become Caliph when I will try to work very closely with other Shias to protect them from the Ottomans and from Mameluks. In general, we'll see how it goes because, you know, this is a role-playing game. You don't kill people. You enjoy writing to them, doing these meta diplomatic things, focusing on the atmosphere, on synergy with other countries, on history, feeling the game. About there's a nice word. I know the word in my language, but I'm missing this word in English. Immersion. Sorry, yes, immersion. You need to feel that game. You need to immerse into that world. Feel like this. Kilic Arslan, tribal chief of Al-Koloniu tribal confederacy. They are some ancestors of the Mongols. Conquered this area, destroyed Baghdad in 1263, I guess, and then made their way to Europe. At the same time, they were stopped by Mameluks in the funny battle, I think, of Ain Jolt or something like that, where their general was simply not performing too well. He had the best army, he had the best tactic and strategy, and he was not up to the task. Just messed up everything. It happens. Okay, so for now that's all. I will have to finish that episode, wrap up, and see you in the future ones. Thank you.